Hi, I'm Karl Konrad and I started Australian Immigration Law Services 22 years ago. We are registered migration agents based in Sydney and we help clients both in Australia and all over the world to get their visas. If you want to live, work or study in Australia, subscribe to our channel and make sure you turn on that notification bell so you can get our videos every week. If you've just completed your bachelor or master's degree and you want to stay in Australia but you realise that your occupation is now not so useful to gain residency, what do? Yes, you will have access to the Graduate 485 visa, but is it best to take it now or apply for a new student visa and then take it later? Remember, you can only ever have the 485 visa once as the main applicant. I feel this issue about what to do next is probably the most asked topic in recent times due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Shifting priorities has resulted in dramatically reduced quotas for the 189, 190 and 491 visas. Currently, there is also a prioritization of specific occupations, making it that much harder. It is so competitive out there that students are looking for further study options to give them a chance of obtaining their dreams. So what are the other courses you can study that could lead to a better visa outcome? If you are completing your studies and your occupation is no longer on the occupation list or circumstances are such that it's very hard to find a pathway to permanent residency, further study may open some doors for you. You can choose courses that will lead to a new occupation skill set without the need for work experience, and they may have a greater chance for future outcomes. If you're already on the 485 visa, you must be thinking that there is no point to further study, as you can only get the 485 visa once, but not all hope is lost either. You can choose to study whilst on the 485 visa with the aim of changing your future nominated occupation. The Masters of Research. A Masters of Research is a good way to extend your stay in Australia on a student visa which has full-time work rights for both you and your dependent. If you study in the specified STEM fields, you would also be eligible for an additional 10 points on the General Skilled Migration Points Test. The points-tested visas include the 189, 190 and 491. This could help you put you ahead of the competition. And if you're wondering what I mean by competition, watch our video on the 189 invitation process and we'll leave the link below. You can study during the 485 visa, but this could be a card up your sleeve to use to apply for your next student visa. This type of master's course does not generally assist in obtaining a skill assessment, but you will need to check that with your assessing authority. The Masters of Secondary Education. This master's degree will give you direct access to a positive skill assessment outcome with no need to prove any work experience as a teacher. The course enables you to register as a teacher and that is all you will need. It provides an opportunity to enhance your skills, gain the required qualifications and pick up more during the course. Now remember, educators are a great asset to this community. You might like to consider this if you are near the end of your 485 visa and unsure what to do. You can apply for a new student visa to complete this course, or you can study while you're on the 485 visa. Keep in mind that study in certain designated regional areas may also give you access to the 190 or 491 visa sponsorship. Now, job opportunities are a good prospect also, and this occupation has a very high quota, second only to registered nurses. This occupation is on the main demand list and is not a pro rata occupation. If you're not sure what a pro rata occupation means, check on the link below to the Skill Select website. A very popular choice at the moment because these typically 18-month programs will give you what you need to obtain state registration as an enrolled nurse. Now, nursing is commonly in great demand and some states may be offering an easier pathway for state or territory sponsorship after you become qualified. Employment prospects are also very good. Enrolled nurses are not on the 189 occupation list and you will need to rely on state sponsorship for the 190 or 491 visa. It is best for many students to complete this course whilst on their 485 visa for obtaining a student visa later for a diploma course after you've already completed a master's or bachelor degree may be problematic. This is because you are required to meet the genuine temporary entrant for student visas. You can read more about the genuine temporary entry requirement on our IMI News blog, and you can find that in the link to the description below. A Masters of Nursing. This course is designed for bachelor degree graduates who have not studied nursing before. You can find a link to one university below who offers this course as a starting point in your research. Registered nurses are on all of the major occupation lists. You would be in a high-demand course as the country continues to build for a better healthcare system and it prepares itself for another possible pandemic in the future. Combine this with all the many regional areas offering sponsorship if you study in their area, the outcome looks good for a pathway to permanent residency later. The Masters of Social Work Qualifying. This master's course is designed so you will become a qualified social worker at the end of the course and you can gain a positive skill assessment with no further work experience required. You can check the Association of Social Workers website to find the accredited courses which will lead to a positive skill assessment in this occupation. Now, this occupation is in high demand, particularly in regional areas, and is on most of the occupation lists. It is also not a pro rata occupation. Diploma of Community Work. These types of courses are very useful in gaining employment in aged care facilities and the like. It is and will continue to be in high demand as the Australian population is getting older. However, in order to gain a skill assessment as a community worker or similar, you need 12 months of work experience with a minimum of 20 hours each week. It is possible to do all of this while on the 485 visa, but you will have to move fast and that 12 months experience must be gained after the diploma is completed and not before. It is an occupation on the 491 list, so perhaps it is best to study in a regional area. This way you can get a local job which will assist in sponsorship hopes later. It is also by far the cheapest study option compared to the other courses I've mentioned so far. Trade courses. The problem with completing a trade course is the skill assessment process of finding a full-time job and enrolling into the TRA Job Ready program for 12 months. Whilst it is possible to complete a Trade Certificate 3 reasonably quickly, it is finding the job which is the hard part. Most of you would have to complete this whilst on the 485 visa, so as you can imagine it is possible, but timing would be crucial to gain your skill assessment in time. If you know someone who can secure you a trade employment in advance, then it is still a pathway worth considering. Many trade courses are mostly on the occupation lists. They do not require high English levels and are not so expensive. They are also not pro rata occupations. These are not an exhaustive list of options for those who are thinking of changing their careers and also want to secure a future in Australia. Most of them have a high English level requirement which many may find difficult. The Diploma of Community Work and Trade courses are the standout exceptions here, but the skill assessments will require work experience. Nonetheless, these are the current major pathways as there are not many courses where you can meet the visa requirements for new occupations through only completing a master's or diploma programs. You can chat with us further about these options by booking an appointment. We are here to help. Remember to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss the informative insights, and head to IMI News on theaustraliavisa.com for more, and do follow us on Facebook as well. As always, take care out there and I will see you next time. So bye for now.